we have been joined by the leader of the current Khalistan movement. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Gurpatwant Singh Pannu. The FBI, along with other European and Canadian agencies, actually indicted multiple people of Indian origin. The major link over here is the Bishnoi group, of course. How important is this indictment? Is this a win for you?
You know, uh, Thank you for having me on the your program. We have to really look into the indictment first. The indictment is under RICO. Those are the charges when there is a organized crime, whether it is extortion or it is drug trafficking, um, murders. So what they have unsealed the indictment as of yesterday is that the Bishnoi gang, including their members like Goldie Broad and all others, that they were involved in the assassination of Shahid Hardeep Singh Nijjar. That is one part. Then they have further charges of running extortions, and the drug trafficking in the America, Canada, and European countries. I would say this is a very promising step that the network, which is 100% backed by the Indian Home Minister Amit Shah. They have tracked it because I know it personally, even though when these indictments are being done or somebody is charged, they charge individuals at that time where they have the evidence to make sure that they get convicted. Having said that, my take on this one is that this Bishnoi gang and all his foot soldiers, that gang, as they call it, and I call them not a gang, but a proxy of the Indian government. They are basically not only official government employees, but they are acting as an unofficial but government employees of Narendra Modi's government. The whole network is not being run by Bishnoi from the Sabarmati jail, but the whole network of assassination plots, extortions, and the drug is being run by Indian Home Minister Amit Shah from the South Block in India. This is not being run from a jail. This is being run from the South Block of the Indian Parliament.
That's a pretty heavy statement because, of course, you would imagine that if Lawrence Bishnoi is in jail since 2015 and has been able to carry out extortions, of course, drug trafficking, money laundering, murders, whatnot. But I want you to talk about Goldie Brar, for example, because he is at large as we speak. The FBI posted that there's a $50,000 reward for anyone coming up with any kind of information about him. What do you make of that? And do you have any hope of his arrest?
The FBI, I'm sure one day they are going to use all the resources and the network to arrest Goldie Brar. But I would tell you the easiest way to get Goldie Brar is that get hold of Indian Home Minister Amit Shah, get him extradited instead of extraditing Bishnoi and all those foot soldiers who do not even know what is being run on their name. And that is the truth. A name is being used, but the kingpin, those who run these operations, is the Indian Home Minister Amit Shah running it from the South Block. And how he runs these operations? Indian consulates, which have a diplomatic immunity, Indian diplomat officials who are working in Canada. And I would give you one prime example of the CGI, the Consul General of Toronto in India, the Indian Consulate General in Toronto. His name is Mahavir Singhvi, and you can go online and check it. It's a open secret. It's not that I have done some research or I have my resources. No, it's openly given. He has never been on any diplomatic post ever in the last 25 years of his career. He is a foreign officer that was handpicked within after the training to be a part of the RAW. He is the one who basically had the information, and he was running the spy network in America and Canada when Hardeep Singh Nijjar was assassinated. He is the one who is documenting each and every activity of Khalistan referendum activists in America and Canada. He is the one who directed the operations of surveillance I'm talking about in this part, not the killing. The killing is being directed by his boss, who's the NSA director Ajit Doval. So what happens after the assassination of Hardeep Singh Nijjar? The Trudeau government expelled Indian diplomats. For some time, the extortions, the murder for hire plots, and assassinations, drug trafficking, it completely stopped. You can check online, and even the Canadian government will tell. But as soon as Carney government came back, they brought the Indian High Commissioner Dinesh Patnaik back, who is another a raw operative. They know it, we know it. Canada knows it. They brought Mahavir Singhvi in 2025. When they came back, the extortions, the assassination plots, the drug trafficking, it increased manifold. So, if you really want to stop these activities, if you really want America, Canada, and all these countries to have a clean, that there is not any threat to the citizen, there is no assassination plots or extortion, they need to shut down these Indian consulates in America, Canada, and European countries, get hold of some of these diplomats, strip them of their immunity, and convict them. That is the only way.
Yeah, this Operation Hardball, of course, the investigation has been going on for quite some years. Do you think that the Indian government under BJP and Modi, they don't care about their relations, diplomatic relations with the US, Canada, Spain, or other European countries?
It's a good question. But when the countries like Canada, including America, and I wouldn't hesitate to say that, uh, when the Indian government or Narendra Modi's government, when they don't fear the consequences, when they don't face the consequences, why would they stop? When they know that after killing Hardeep Singh Nijjar, for economic and trade deals, Prime Minister Carney's government is going to go back and start making amends. And then the Indian government says, look, the Trudeau was the issue. Carney is back with us. It isn't Trudeau was the issue. The issue is that you assassinated Hardeep Singh Nijjar on a Canadian soil. And Trudeau's government took a hard stance because it happened under their governance. If any assassination, God forbid, Guru na kare, Allah na kare, happens under Carney's government, you will see the response. But this is how the countries operate economically, that they are putting the trade above the terror activities and the terrorist activities that is being run by the Narendra Modi's government. The only way, as I mentioned earlier, that somebody has to put their foot down, as US did it yesterday. They are saying, India is saying that the government implies the raw official, even though a raw official is directly involved as a operational head in my murder for hire plot or assassination of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. He is wanted by FBI. Still, India is saying he was a rogue employee, and he's suspended. He is a criminal right now. The only way, as I mentioned earlier, is that India was taking the cover of these individuals who they branded as high-profile killers. I can tell you with the history of these individuals like Lawrence Bishnoi, I'm sure he hasn't even killed a cat. He's not even capable of shooting even at a dog or a cat. He's not going to direct, or he doesn't have that strength and the courage to show that he's the hardened criminal out there. So they have used that cover. And yesterday, with the indictment, US said, okay, fine, let's uncover this one. If you are saying everything is done by Goldie Brar and Lawrence Bishnoi, here is the indictment. Here is they are wanted for these crimes. So now they're going to bring it to us, give it to us. So now the ball is in India's court. They can't say, oh, they did it, but we are not going to give it to you. We are not going to extradite them. Now you will see the response. You will see a different response now.
which makes me think that they're using tools to further marginalize Sikhs for their right to self-determination. Do you think this nature of attacks and marginalization has been exacerbated under the Modi regime?
One of the police officials placed in Punjab,
Yeah.
uh, these criminals are using his name, or maybe he's a part of it. Nobody knows it. That they are using his name. That if this amount much of money is not paid, the families of those who from whom the money is being asked or extorted, they are going to file frivolous cases or murder charges back in Punjab. So that is one of their techniques to get money. So it's not only one government official or one employee in the police who would be involved in extortion. You can see what is happening in Punjab under this Bhagwant Man's government. Uh, for individuals like Khalistan referendum activists who are just posting Khalistan Zindabad or referendum banners throughout Punjab, they are being held and they are being shot in the fake encounters. Frivolous cases of seditions are being filed since they are not able to stop those six right to self-determination movement, which is the basically going from which has started from Punjab and has gone global. What are the other what are acts they can do? Violence in Punjab and extortions outside Punjab. That's what their strategy is.
Right, and I do want to specifically talk about Khalistan movement because more than 40 years of it right now, and I think the fight and the struggle continues. So, with this case, of course, now that you said FBI has unsealed it and showed the truth to the world, what do
Yes.
you think? How is this going to impact your movement?
I can assure you that Khalistan referendum organizers are activists like myself. We believe in Guru, and what we believe the day we were born, the date of death has been written on our forehead. We don't fear India's bullet, we don't fear India's death threats, and we don't fear death at all. We have continued before the assassination of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. We have continued after the assassination of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. We have continued after the murder for hire plot, and it will continue even one day their bullet hits my forehead. The campaign is not going to end. This isn't about a death threat to me. This isn't about a murder for hire plot about me. The Khalistan referendum movement is about the existential threat that the Sikhs in Punjab, which is under Indian occupation, that's what they are facing. And we don't fear death.
Okay, okay. And I now want you to talk about the double standards of India over here, because for years we have seen India point fingers at its neighbors, calling it out for terrorism, cross border proxy, state sponsored terrorism. This in itself is exhibit A. I mean, state sponsored terrorism, yes, but not only cross border, this is transnational terrorism. What do you want to
Yes.
say about that?
I would say that, I have to be very honest when I say things. Pakistan is accusing India of acts of violence, and Pakistan is a victim of India's terrorism since 1980s. But India's machinery, India's disinformation machinery, India's narrative building is much stronger than the people of Pakistan or the successive Pakistan governments. I think this is the only time that under the command of Field Marshal Asim Munir and under the command of the Prime Minister Mr. Sharif in Pakistan and the people of Pakistan awakening to this that India is spreading terrorism and India is a country that is using terrorism as a tool to kill people in Pakistan. I can go all the way back to the attack on the army. Who would kill children? Tell me in the world. This is the only country. This is the I hate to say and use religion, but this is the Hindutva, a violent ideology is only one in the world who can burn anybody's children, who are going to put kerosene and petrol on the children. They have done it to the Sikhs and they are doing it to the Muslims. But with the Modi regime's transnational Hindutva terrorism going global from Pakistan now to Canada to America, these countries know that. And one day, they are going to face and they will be held accountable, because this individual who is running the country right now, tomorrow the face would be another individual, Rahul Gandhi. But do you think their strategies and their operations are going to change? No. They have been committing genocide of Muslim, the Sikhs under the Gandhis, under the Nehrus, under those regime when Modi wasn't even born. Modi took it over, and this is a social media age that people can relate it what is happening right away. Before that, it used to get buried under the secularism. Right now, it's not getting buried. And this Narendra Modi's statement should be alarming for Pakistan, should be alarming for Canada, should be alarming for America, should be alarming for the democratic countries. After the assassination of Shahid Hardeep Singh Nijjar, he stood in the Indian parliament and stated openly that under Modi's regime, we do not send doziers, we send death squads. That is his statement. You don't need more evidence than that.
Right. And just towards the end, one last question. Are you saying that even if Goldie Brar is arrested, that does not change anything?
The assassination plots, the extortion network, the surveillance network has nothing to do with the Goldie Broad. Goldie Broad is just a name. He is just a foot soldier, and he is going to see that how soon him and Lawrence Bishnoi and all those foot soldiers who are being used by the RAW and the Indian Home Minister Amit Shah, that how soon they will be disposed of. They are disposable items. They do not understand when they are out. Probably they do understand, but they are so deep into this one, they don't have any way out of this one. But they are disposable foot soldiers, which is being used by the Indian RA agency run by Amit Shah and NSA Ajit Doval. And this strategy, what they are doing, I am sure right now, if we are not stopping that, we are continuing with our Khalistan referendum campaign, we are continuing even at the death threats, even with the deaths, and with another killings of extrajudicial over 150,000 over the years. If we didn't stop, I'm sure India wouldn't stop killing, extrajudicial killing, assassinations, they wouldn't stop. The only way all this is going to end is once we liberate Punjab from the Indian occupation and we create a Sikh homeland, Khalistan.
Right.
Pakistan, Zindabad.